You know I'm so beautiful. Welcome to Bosses in Love with Lou and Mushiya, where we navigate, where we explore how to navigate from the boardroom to the bedroom and everything in between.
Bosses in love, baby.
I love when you say that. It always comes right on time. Okay.
Hey, I do my job.
You do your job, baby.
I do
You
my
your
job.
So let's talk about current events today.
Current events.
What's going on right now?
There's a lot.
Coffee.
There's a lot of stuff going on in the world, man.
Oh my gosh, there's so much
Lot of
stuff going on.
stuff.
Haiti, Congo. Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
What are we starting with?
I don't know. Let's start with Haiti. I'm
Let's
very,
go.
very familiar with this topic, right? So Haiti, for a lot of people who don't know, I'm from Haiti. Haiti's located right in the Caribbean island. Quick real history is Haiti's the first black independent country in the world. We gained our independence on January 1st, 1804. We became the first free black independent. And when Haiti gained their independence, we didn't only free black people. This is the first country where women actually had rights. For a lot of people who know about the history, women played an intricate part of Haiti. So since this is women, month, so I thought I'd highlight that as well because, like I said, when Haiti gained their independence, we didn't only free the slaves, we freed everybody. This is the first country in the world that had the true democracy. All right, so I think Haiti has been punished for that ever since we gained our independence. We've been suffering from, foreign powers who meddle in our elections, in our politics, in our way of life. What's currently happening in Haiti, man? In 2010 we experienced a 7.5 magnitude earthquake. Killed over 300,000 people. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, but to this day, people really say that earthquake was like man-made.
I've heard that as well.
I've heard that so many
heard
times,
that.
and it's like when you really, really think about it, it's like it hit Haiti, didn't touch DR. How's that possible when they're literally on the same piece of land? Didn't affect DR at all.
Not at all.
And
I felt a little tremor, but nothing happened in DR. So fast forward till today. In 2021, Haiti lost. The President Jovenel Moise got assassinated right in his home. Not a single bullet was fired.
not a single bullet by his security was fired. And then, you have to talk about the fact that Jovenel was a person who was really, really just trying to defend Haiti and trying to put Haiti in a position of being able to control their own country, Mm-hmm. And so I feel as though when they elected him, whoever they is that allowed him to be in power, because there's always a they just thought he was going to be a puppet. And here he comes, and now he's not being a puppet.
The
and
people
he was really for the people. He was for the people. The people loved him because he was for them.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to steal the election many times. Both times he won the election. Haiti, Haiti has according to the Constitution of Haiti, you have to win the election 50%. It has to be 50% plus one vote. And I think the last time he won, don't quote me on the numbers, something like 67%.
Wow.
Like he won by a landslide. So he was definitely a people's president. The people loved him, and I think the powers that be in Haiti underestimated the people. They thought when they assassinated him that the people
would be happy.
would be happy, and that was the total opposite. I think backfired on them. Haiti has been ravaged by a lot of gang violence. It's been a while now. Even during President Jovenel Moise's time, there was a lot of gang violence in Haiti. I think the gangs have gotten very, very comfortable and has become a way of life now. And
That's crazy.
yeah, right now it's almost total anarchy in Haiti. So, current event of what's happening in Haiti. Recently, Haiti had a basically what happened was the prime minister who's currently in power. His name is Ariel Henry. He's been trying to look for help to help him fight the gangs, and he recently went to Kenya. To Kenya actually agreed to send 1,000 police force to help him fight the gangs in Haiti, and while he was on the trip to go sign the agreement with Kenya, and the gangs took over the capital, and they said he could not come back. So threatened if his plane landed in Haiti, they were gonna actually shoot the plane. So while he was there, basically the United States and CARICOM is it's a Caribbean. It's like UN. It's like NATO, but it's a group of countries in the Caribbean that has affiliations for economic purposes. Basically, they putting together a group of people, a transitional power now, because what happened is President and Prime Minister Ariel Henry had to resign. He had to resign because he couldn't land in Haiti. So the United States, told him basically had to resign. There's rumors that he's even been, he's under house arrest. He's been investigated for fraud, money laundering, and all kind of stuff. The Prime Minister. There's all kind of rumors out there. This guy, mind you, his name was being cited as one of the suspects for the murder of the last president.
Wow. Wait, for the murder of Jovenel or the one?
No, Jovenel.
Okay, for the murder of Jovenel.
Yes.
But that's crazy. I mean, I feel as though they're probably. I feel as though it's America. I feel as though it's America again trying to control Haiti, and even blaming him maybe could be just part of their plan and part of their setup. But it's a bigger entity, and it's a bigger powers that be that are doing this to Haiti. Even the gangs. Who puts the guns in their hands? Who puts the guns in their hands?
We don't manufacture guns in Haiti. That's
you
for
don't
sure.
manufacture guns in Haiti. Who puts the guns in their hands? It's America. America's full of shit. America's constantly really just trying to control every single place, every single country. They're behind almost everything that's happening in the world that is turmoiled. Why? Because America's always chasing everybody else's shit, because America doesn't have anything. America uses the entire world to power America. Look what's happening in Congo.
Definitely. Big Brother's always watching.
That is not my brother. Fuck you, America. You're not my brother.
So yes, I mean, America's everywhere, so we can't, this is the great imperial power. They constantly meddle in Haiti's politics. I think everyone knows that. And if you look at the history, right, this been a cycle. It just keep repeating itself over and over and over again. Haiti has had 58 presidents.
That's a lot.
58
Is that
presidents.
a lot or a little?
That's
I don't know
a lot.
what to say. I'm like, is that a lot or is that a little? It's a lot, right?
That's a lot. I think America is what? We on 40-something president?
And America's older.
America's older than Haiti.
So basically what you're saying is that presidents can't even stay. There's always something that's happening.
There's always something that's happening. It's always some sort of a coup. President never really finished their terms, and
That's crazy.
and there's always some sort of transitional power, and I hate that transitional power stuff because
Can't really do anything.
every bad agreement that Haiti has ever signed
Happened during-
always happened during transitional
Wow.
powers. Okay, so you have a lot of guys.
Wow.
If they were to go to election, they would not even win not 1% of the population. Maybe not even 10 votes. Those guys would never get not even 10 votes. But they always present during a transitional power. And that's because that's the only way they can ever get to power. And prime example is the prime minister, Ariel Henry. This guy, he would never be able to win an election in Haiti. The only way he could become, Haiti's president or prime minister or the leader of Haiti is through a transitional power. Had to kill the president to get power. And that's how these guys always make their money, and that's how they make their power, and that's they always have a foot on Haiti's neck, because their goal is not to advance the country. Their goal is always to, benefit themselves and their proteges. So, yes, America has a lot to do with it, because nothing happens, in the Americas or anywhere in the world without America knowing. So,
America knowing without not even knowing,
or
without
being
being a part of it. Like, they orchestrate a lot of this shit. Even what's happening in Gaza, for example. Like, everybody knows America's the one behind this. America's funding all of this stuff.
Absolutely. I mean, if we segue into Israel, Israel is probably the smallest country in the Middle East, yet the strongest country militarily wise, because they get the backing of the United States. If the United States were to walk away and not support Israel today, like the next day, Israel will be wiped off. Absolutely. Because Israel is a very small country. But that's, like I said, America is a great imperial power. The one thing I'm proud of right now is every Haitian that I'm listening to are starting to wake up. Okay? They're waking up in the sense, like, before I used to hear the general consensus, guys used to say, man, just give it to America, and give the country to America, let America do this, let America do that. Now, almost every Haitian that I know, especially young Haitian my age,
maybe you're young.
Nobody, absolutely.
Yes, you are, baby. Sorry.
Almost everybody is saying we do not want foreign power on our land. Let Haitians resolve Haiti's problems, because, like I said, those countries like France, Canada, United States, they have never been for Haiti's interest. No. They've never had Haiti's best interest at heart.
For their own interest.
They've always been for their own interests. America, I don't know if they're protecting, they're trying to avoid an influx of immigrants coming to their shore. I'm not sure what it is.
Coming to where?
Coming to their land.
That's bullshit. They need immigrants. Immigrants built their whole land. This whole thing, remember this whole thing when, I don't know, I think Biden opened up the border, right? And then he allowed, 4 countries or 5 countries to basically get visas and easily come here, and they come here for 2 years. Again, they made it seem as though they're doing something for Haiti, or they're doing something for whatever other country they allowed to do that. But it wasn't about those countries. Again, it was about themselves. I know very well the reason why they did that. You understand? Here in America, everybody knows people don't want to work. Americans are lazy as shit. Okay? This new generation of people, they do not want to work. Everybody believes that they're going to survive and become a social media influencer or blogger and make money sitting on their ass at home. And some do, many do. So everybody's looking for that dream of, posting something that's going to make them their $1 million or keep them going viral, right? Nobody wants to work. Everybody is lazy. That's the reason why a lot of businesses are closing. Small businesses are closing. Restaurants, hotels. These businesses cannot survive without manual labor, and there is no manual labor to give. Are you following me? So that opening up the borders to Haiti and I think it was Nicaragua and a few other countries, it was not about Cuba. It was not about helping those countries. It was because America needs laborers, right? And they know that when foreigners come here, that's what they're going to do. They're the ones who are going to clean the rooms of the hotel rooms after you finish sleeping there, doing whatever it is that you're doing there. You're nasty. They're the ones who are going to...
What was that about?
You're nasty.
Sound like you got really bad about whoever just used the bathroom. It could have been you. This
You know?
is ridiculous.
I just curse people out for no reason.
For
just
no reason.
Just for going to the hotel. You're nasty.
You're nasty.
You're nasty.
Like,
You know why
what to
you
use the
went there.
bathroom? You want to talk about
They
it?
weren't there to use the bathroom, baby.
That's
So-
crazy.
So all of these type of jobs, Americans are not doing it, and they don't have laborers. So that's why they opened up the border. And this whole come here for 2 years, and you can't leave. If you leave, you can't come back. Like, they hold people by the balls for no reason. Like, if you're really doing something for them, right? You're telling them, oh, come here for a better life. Bullshit. Okay?
Yeah, give them a visa.
Give them a visa and allow them to go visit
come
their family,
at
come
will.
and go as they please. But they're
Yeah.
saying you can come here, but if you come here,
you can't
you
leave.
can't leave.
Yeah,
So they
that's
leave their
crazy. I never thought about it like that.
Stupid.
That's
It's-
crazy.
It's beyond crazy. It's
Yeah.
so controlling. It's so like it's mean. America is fucking mean, and so the whole time they're only thinking about themselves. So you have these women. We had a niece. Was it your niece? A niece that came. We brought her, and the poor girl was so sad for months because she left her husband. Her husband is waiting to get the visa and couldn't get it suddenly because I guess when too many Haitians came, they kind of made it difficult or whatever it is that they did. But she couldn't even get on a plane to go see her husband or her children because that was part of the deal. That's some bullshit. You never
well-
thought about that?
Well,
It's such bullshit.
no, I actually never thought about it. I'm glad you brought that up because I watched something recently.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot which African country that was,
Mm-hmm.
where this lady was crying. She had a last $300 that she had. She saved up money to go to the U.S. embassy in her country. I forgot which country. Let's say it was Burkina Faso or something. And she went through the interview process. She paid her $300 for the visa fee or whatever the interview costs, only to find out when she get there, and they deny her visa.
Visa denied.
Yeah.
So why'd you give me back my 300, heifer?
She was like, "This was like my last $300. I thought
Give
I
me
was
back
coming
my
to America." Like once I guess she had gone through several
Poor baby.
steps before she got there to the point where she's paying for the visa, and then when she got to the interview, and they just told her you denied, and she said they couldn't even give her a reason why she was denied, and people were saying, why not only take those people's money
After they get accepted.
after they get accepted?
give me
If
back my
you
money.
make them pay for the visa after the interview, instead of making people who's been saving their life,
That's so
especially in those
sad.
countries, $300 a lot. It's like a whole month's salary for some people.
For many people in those countries.
Yeah, so that lady was crying in front of the embassy, man, and that was very, very sad. And when you just said that just now, I'm like, well, I never really thought of it that way. Like, they force you to stay here.
force
You
you.
can't even visit your family, but you have to stay for 2 years.
But you have to stay for 2 years. And then maybe we'll renew it and maybe we won't. Like,
That's crazy.
that is beyond crazy.
That's
Like,
crazy.
a lot of what America does is so selfish, self-centered, and it's all about building America. Like, they do not care about the rest of the world. Look what's going on in Congo.
We're making America great again.
America.
Yeah. So I want to close Haiti.
Yeah.
We'll move on to Congo as well. So right now, what's happening? I'm briefing you as well. I know you're probably not up on Haitian current event like that. I'm always on YouTube. I'm always listening to all kind of stuff. So right now there's a committee.
Committee?
Yeah, committee basically they had a whole bunch of people submit like their resumes, like important people said. So they building a transitional government. They putting together. It's like almost like a board, right? It's a series of people who's gonna be part of government, and this body of government is gonna be there until they do election within 6 months, I believe. So their whole job is to lead the country and transfer power to an election, to a president. They're gonna have elections for everything.
That's good.
I don't know how good that is
That's not good.
because I mean
I don't know.
I mean right now the country has no leader. You know the prime minister, he's still the prime minister until you know
body
they
of government,
finalize
okay.
that government. But you know how good that is. You know, like we should have like this guy. He's been in power for over 3 years now.
Wait a minute. Jovenel was killed 3 years ago?
Jovenel died in 2021.
You're
We're in
kidding.
2024.
You're kidding.
In a few months, he died in July 2021. So in a few months, he'll be in power for 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought it was like last year. Like it was.
No,
It feels
no.
like it was the other day.
No,
So
it's
this
been-
prime minister almost did an entire term.
He did an entire term. Mind you, Jovenel.
Wow,
Remember
didn't
they
even-
killed. He didn't finish his term. He had
Didn't
like
even.
6 months left in power.
Wow. How
Yeah.
long is the term in Haiti?
5 years.
So he was in power for 4.5.
4.5 years.
Mother of
Yeah, and they
grace.
killed him 6 months.
Just let him finish.
Let him finish, man.
Let
This is
him
crazy.
Finish.
So right now, we're waiting, you know, on that, you know, to finalize that body of government, that those transitional people, and you know, I'm excited about Haiti's future because I see a lot of young Haitians are woke right now. Like we all want the best for Haiti. I think we all have recognized who the enemy of Haiti is.
Who's
you know?
the enemy, baby?
Enemy is not the people we think.
Say who the enemy is. Who's the enemy?
The enemy is France, America, Canada, all the European powers. Like these
That's
are
the enemy.
Those are the enemies of Haiti.
Those are the enemies.
We think it's the gang. It's not the gangs.
Not the gangs.
The gangs are not the enemies. The
They're
gangs were
not.
created by these people. These people put money and politicians, greedy politicians' hands. These greedy politicians, they arm, you know, the ghettos.
Yeah.
And then so now, you know, they turn Haiti into a complete shithole. You know.
America. That's America's strategy. So America's. Sorry to interrupt you. That is America's strategy everywhere. Right? Is to keep the people fighting amongst each other, so that they never see who the real enemy is. And meanwhile, as these people are fighting amongst each other, here comes America just in your face, taking all your shit, using all your resources, taking all your minerals, while you sit there and you're arguing with your brother. And
Yeah.
I gave you the gun and the ammunition to go sit there and argue with your brother, and argue with your family, and argue with each other, while I come here and I'll take over all your shit. That's their strategy everywhere.
Always has been. You know, like I said, what gets me excited right now is because I see all the Haitians know that. We didn't know that before. All the Haitians know that. You know, we want to be able to be the one that fix the country. We want the best for the country. And yeah, Haiti doesn't have a major problem. Haiti's an easy fix. What has stopped us from fixing Haiti is
America.
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 Whenever we have a great
America.
president, you know, who the people love, you know,
Who's
you know,
for the people. Who's
yes.
for Haiti and not to feed the
Yeah.
powers.
Like I said, I think my people are awake. My people are ready. We're ready to change Haiti. Like I said, I don't think it's gonna take a lot of work to change Haiti, because we are blessed with our geographic location. You know, we're situated where people are dying to be. You know, we're surrounded by beaches. We got a beautiful, beautiful weather. Our land is extremely fertile. Yeah, we live in paradise. Our country is paradise. So we don't need much to fix Haiti, man. We just need foreigners to stay away from Haiti, stop meddling in our business, and we're gonna be all right.
America, stay out of Haiti's ass.
Hey, you sound mad today.
I
Man.
am.
Why you mad, man? Why you mad?
I'm mad. I'm mad. No,
Are you
I'm
mad
mad.
because of what's happening in Congo?
Yes, I'm mad because of what's happening in Congo. Like,
It's
and
funny how
this-
ironic that is, huh? Like we both live in those, in you know, we both from a country where that's being, you know, manipulated by foreign forces.
and by foreign forces, America. I just want us to be clear. By foreign forces, America? No, but like, look what's happening in Congo. What's happening in Congo is so sad and it's so harsh.
Well, why don't you give us a background of what's happening in Congo?
You can go ahead.
Okay. Well, I'll give a little bit of what I know of what's happening in Congo. Congo, again, for those of you who don't know, Congo is situated in Central Africa. Congo is one of the largest country in Africa. Fun facts about Congo. Congo, I believe, is the only country in Africa that has 9 borders.
That's how big it is.
That's just how big it is. Basically, wherever you're from in Africa, more than likely, your country probably borders Congo. And whether you're from Congo, Brazzaville, yeah, that's a neighbor. Rwanda, yeah, that's a neighbor. I mean, you name it. You know, Tanzania, I didn't even know.
And just to give them a perspective of what big means, because a lot of people, when you say big, they don't really understand it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was born in Kinshasa, which is the capital of Congo.
Oh, yeah.
And
It's
one
crazy.
of the next main city would probably be Lubumbashi. And to get from Kinshasa to Lubumbashi, it's about a, 3.5, 4-hour flight?
About 3.5 hour flight.
So let's say 3.5 hour flight, right? Or 4 hours. That takes us almost from Georgia, for example, to almost to LA, which is across the United States. So I just want you to look at that perspective, okay? And remind yourself how Africa, the continent, is situated on the globe and on the map, and the size that United States is compared to the actual full continent of Africa. It's so distorted and misleading. Again, it's purposely misleading to make you think, again, you're living in this big, large world of America, United States, when really Congo itself is probably the size of the United States. Do you understand?
Well, I give you another fun fact while you were talking about Kinshasa. We were just talking about Haiti. Haiti
Did you
has.
see me just ask the camera if they understand?
You talking
You
to the
didn't
people.
catch that. I asked myself later, who was I asking, do you understand? Because I wasn't looking at you. I said, who am I talking to?
You're talking to your audience.
Sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Yes. So Congo, I mean Kinshasa. No, let's go back. Haiti. Haiti in general. The population of Haiti is 11 million. Okay? So Kinshasa, the city where she was born, has 18 million people. That's just one city.
One city.
That's almost double the population of Haiti and Congo.
country.
And especially, I know you guys know there's, you know, you probably can find Haitian everywhere. You probably think Haitians, you know, there's probably more Haitians than, you know, Americans in this country because it depends on where you live. But no. Just the city of Kinshasa is bigger than Haiti by far. Almost double the size of Haiti. That's how big Congo is. So, Congo's also very rich in minerals, man. You're talking about any kind of minerals you can think of, you know, you can find it in Congo. Coltan, cobalt, diamonds,
Gold.
gold,
Everything.
oil. I mean, it was said the atomic bomb materials came from Congo. They took all those minerals like the uranium that they used to make the atomic bomb that they dropped in Hiroshima came from Congo.
Well, just to put cobalt and coltan in perspective for people who don't understand the power of those minerals, okay? Every single phone, every single car, every single plane, all of these devices need coltan and cobalt to function. You cannot make any of these items. Not a phone can exist without cobalt. And 85% of the world's cobalt is found in Congo.
Yep.
And
One of the largest deposits in the world. Absolutely.
And the direction that the world is going with this, with all these electronic and these lithium battery cars and so forth, the world is headed to a place where you cannot survive without using or needing cobalt mineral in everything that is done, correct?
Absolutely. I mean, from airplanes, engines to all your lithium ion battery, especially in the age of
Electric cars.
Well, not just electric cars. The world is going green. We want to stay away from using oil. All kind of bad carbon in the air. We want clean energy. So they predicted by 2030, every car company will make only electric cars. And what do you need for electric cars to run?
Cobalt.
You need cobalt. You need coltan.
Coltan.
So Congo has 85%
Of the
world's deposit. So Congo remain an intricate part
Of the world.
is extremely important piece of land for the world.
Period.
Okay? The world will not be able to survive in the new modern age without Congo.
Congo.
That is just that's the fact. That's a fact. Okay? Like, if you don't know that, you need to really do your research, understand that the world cannot survive without Africa. That's just bottom line.
Listen, when we watch, I loved the movie, what was it called? It's not called Wakanda, but everybody keeps calling it Wakanda. What was the movie called?
Oh, Black Panther?
Black Panther. I loved the movie Black Panther. And then a little part of it made me angry because when everybody watched Black Panther, all the black people, they were empowered, they felt good, they were like, okay, and I loved that part about it,
Wakanda forever.
And I loved that part about it. And everywhere you went, everybody was like, Wakanda, Wakanda, I want to go to Wakanda, I want to go to Wakanda, Wakanda this, Wakanda that, and just Wakanda, Wakanda. And I just wanted to tell everybody that Wakanda is not a real place, but that story is actually real. That story is Congo.
Absolutely.
That story is literally Congo. So I wanted people to know and to understand that story that you fell in love with actually exists. And we have to understand that we are all from Africa and that is our continent and that we need to love and want to go to Africa as much as we love and wanted to go to this non-existent place, Wakanda. But Congo is real. Africa is real. And then, because of all of these riches, the people are suffering. The people are suffering because all of these foreign entities, America, are going in there, in the country, on the continent, and literally killing children to get as much cobalt and coltan as they can. You want to give a little insight on that?
You put it very, very harsh. Well,
that's what they're doing. No, that's
indirectly.
what they're doing. That's what they're killing children.
Indirectly.
How? How is it indirectly?
Because America does not have, boots on the ground and killing children.
When they're giving guns to the, what do you call them? The rebels. When they're giving guns to the rebels, the M23, and they're making them fight, and they're displacing children and displacing families and killing men and killing women and leaving children on the streets and making children work in these mines and etc. And these children are dying in these mines. They are killing children, not indirectly. They're killing them directly. You are a direct reason of these people's sufferings because you're wanting to get this mineral again. What does America do? America keeps the people fighting amongst each other because the M23 again is a gang in Congo that who equips them, who supplies them? America, and so they're fighting their own people while America again comes into your country, your space, and just takes everything from right underneath you while you just keep fighting your brother.
Actually, Congo got many players. That's just how important Congo is to the world. I don't.
It's not only America, but
yeah, America is not.
It's France. It's all of these.
Actually, the guilty of Congo. Actually, America is definitely implicated. You got the Chinese there.
The Chinese.
You got the whole European Union that are involved in that fight. Via proxy of Rwanda. So basically, what they're doing and the east of Congo, all throughout the North Kivu, South Kivu province, what's happening there is a crisis to humanity. This is a situation that should make headlines and CNN every night. Of course, it's Africa. No one is going to talk about it. They don't want you to see that side, But what's happening here in Congo, like I said, it's a crime to humanity. You have the M23. M23 is a rebel group which came from, the Congolese army. And part of a lot of those guys, I think they're the Tutsis from Rwanda. Those guys, they became a rebel. They took over towns that borders Rwanda. Those towns happen to be border towns, and they have port access and full of minerals, full of cobalt and coltan. Okay, so those towns are being controlled by M23, which is a rebel gang that is being backed and supported by the government of Rwanda. And recently, the European Union, mind you, Rwanda, we were just comparing the size of Congo. Rwanda also has I think their population might be, the whole country, maybe 13 million people.
This small.
Yeah, Kinshasa, once again, is bigger than Rwanda. Okay?
Just Kinshasa is bigger than the entire Rwanda.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So Rwanda just signed an agreement with the European Union for their minerals. Guess what?
They don't have any.
Rwanda has no minerals.
They have no minerals. So how did you sign a contract or an agreement with a country that has no minerals for minerals? Because guess what's happening? They're equipping these rebels and they're sending them across the border to kill and steal from Congo.
And what the M23 is doing in Congo is crazy. So when they go over to these towns, they terrorize the population. They'd go there and burn the people's house. They'll rape women, kill children. They'll kill all the men, and they just instill fear in those people. A lot of times, whenever those people in these towns know that they're coming, they run away from their home. They end up being refugee in other people's town, left everything that they have behind to just run, because they know if M23 come into their town, it's over.
They're ruthless.
I mean, we've had people in the Goma section, and Congo, man. You have women that needs cervix
Therapy.
reconstruction surgery because of how many men have raped them.
Do you remember my assistant in Congo?
Oh, Jessica.
Yeah, do you remember that she lived this? She told us stories that were horrifying.
Yes.
She had, when they would come, there was one time or many times when her father would have to put her
in the ceiling,
and hide her in the ceiling, where she would lay there for days at a time while the
attic,
while the M23 came in, raided their house, and that was his way of protecting her, because if she was down there, then they would rape her in front of him. They would rape her, and she had been raped before as well, and so she had to hide in a ceiling attic that was maybe this high. Remember, she told you she can't stand up, she can't do anything. She literally has to slide in, and that's where she lays for days at a time
It's crazy.
to avoid being raped by this. And they're ruthless. Not they were, they are. This is happening right now. And you're right, it's not covered. It's not covered. And you know why it's not covered? Because if too many people know about what's happening, people are gonna try to help and try to create change and try to stop this from happening. And that's not good for these countries that want this to happen. They want this turmoil and this fight and these wars to continue because, again, keep them fighting, keep them occupied so that they don't see the real enemy stealing their shit right from underneath their feet.
You said it on the money. That's exactly what's happening.
That's what's happening.
They do not want, those imperial powers, Europe, France, America. They do not want those countries to have peace. Because when those countries have peace and prosperity, we don't need them. What's gonna happen is they're not gonna have immigrants that travel to America to do their dirty jobs. People want to go back home and invest at home.
Yeah.
So how do we keep America great? We create turmoils in your countries,
man,
everywhere else.
That's why, like, really fuck America, because to be great, you have to put turmoil in the entire world, create turmoil in the entire world. That's not great anymore. That's not great. That's not great. You know what I mean?
That's imposing your will on the less fortunate.
And are they really less fortunate? Are they really less fortunate? You come there, you create turmoil, and you take their riches.
Yes.
Right from under. Are they less fortunate? No, they are straight bullied. Are they really less fortunate?
Well,
you put them in a less fortunate situation. Right?
Well, yeah. Technically, Congo is not technically. Congo is the richest country in the world. Point blank.
Why are people hungry? Why are they hungry?
Like Congo has enough to make everybody rich in the whole world.
In the entire world. Just Congo.
Just Congo.
Just Congo alone.
So let's just get that straight. Like, there should not be any poor person in Congo.
Meanwhile.
There should not be.
Meanwhile.
Like, this country is too rich. We've met people in Congo where their monthly salary is $30 million. Like, hands down. We've met people like that in Congo.
We sat with them.
And, they just random black person.
$30 million.
$30 million. They make $30 million a month. No lie. That's
$30 million a month, like it's nothing.
Yeah, that's to show you, how rich it is. I mean, that's probably another day story. We can talk about some of these things that we've seen in Congo.
Yeah.
But I just want to focus on North Kivu, the Goma section, and what's happening, because a lot of people may have heard, Congo all the time. There's a silent Holocaust that's happening in Congo, but it is very serious. Probably all the stories that you may have heard, thinking no, that's not true, but it is.
They're all true.
Yeah, they're all true. That area of Congo is really, really bad. I forgot the exact numbers, but over the years, I think over 3 million people have died. Just let that sink in for a minute.
3 million people have died.
And over maybe like 10 million have been displaced from home.
And just to put it into perspective, right? What's happening in Gaza is harsh and it's bad. What's happening in Congo is about 10 times worse.
Maybe 100 times worse.
Maybe 100 times. What's happening in Congo is maybe 100 times worse and more.
And zero
guess what?
coverage.
Has been going on for years and years and years and years and gets no coverage.
Zero coverage.
No
man.
coverage. And it's very strategic that it gets no coverage. And it's important to those that are creating this turmoil that it gets no coverage. It's pertinent to their plan that it gets no coverage because they need it to continue. They need it to continue so that they can continue taking the cobalt, taking the coltan, taking the copper, taking the gold, taking the diamond.
Yeah.
And these children are dying on the streets.
What do you think is the solution for Congo?
The solution, I think it begins with recognizing that each others are not the enemy. I think the solution is for people to start teaching the people that they are not each other's enemy. They need to come together. They need to come together and realize who the enemy is and start saying no. Start not accepting foreigners to come in there and take what's theirs while they leave them hungry. Because this is what's happening, right? Somebody's allowing this. There's a whole bunch of corrupted government people who are allowing these type of agreements to even be signed, correct? Mm-hmm. Knowing that it means turmoil for their people, but they personally themselves and maybe their family and their own people are pocketing billions and billions of dollars. Billions and billions of dollars, right? But the rest of the country is suffering. So it's going to be for people to start talking about what's happening, and teaching the people to come together. And that's one of our biggest problems just in our culture, right? Mm-hmm. In our culture. Blacks in America, blacks in Haiti, blacks in Africa, that's one of the biggest problems in our culture is we're so easily separated. We're so easily put against each other, and it's so hard for us to come together. And what really sucks is that there are people, just like the Jovenel in Haiti, and there are people on the continent and in the country that are voicing this. And
Plenty
the moment people start voicing this,
in West Africa right now.
Disappear. The moment people start voicing this, and the moment people start fighting for their country, fighting for their people, and awakening their people and showing them who the real enemy is, they get disappeared. So it's almost dangerous for people to speak up, and for these voices, they don't last long because they get taken away. Again, a part of their strategy. And if somebody talks about what's happening and starts pushing the people to become woke and to start taking a stand for their own country, that's bad for all of these foreigners. That's bad for their plan. So you unalive them. They get unalived. What do you think? What do you think is the solution?
It's a whole host of solution, right, for Congo. You guys recently just had an election. I supported Tshisekedi because I felt like he had started doing some good work, and I think we need to give him time to build on whatever he started. I love the fact that Congo recently had the election. Like I said, I supported Tshisekedi because of the progress that he started. I felt like it was only fair that they give him a second chance to continue on his progress. Mm-hmm. However, Tshisekedi got a lot of work to do. It doesn't only start with government, right? I think, countries like Africa, Haiti, we tend to put
countries like Congo and Haiti.
Yeah. Well, countries like Congo, and countries in Africa, mm-hmm. A lot of us tend to put all the work, all the responsibility on the president. The president is only the head of state. His job is to carry out your message. His job is to lead you to what the people want. And he's just the leader. Like, everybody gotta, contribute. Everybody gotta do their part. Like, that's all. He's one man. One man cannot lead what? The population of Congo is about over 100 million people. One man cannot do the job of 100 million people. Yes, you put him in power just to lead you.
Direct.
But yeah, that's all he is.
That's so
he's the driver of the bus, but everybody gotta put it's just like, in order for the bus to work, it needs gas, it needs the mechanic to change the tires, it needs the passengers to buy the tickets and get on the bus to make sure that it continue running. That means all the people gotta put together. Everybody has to have a say and in where the country goes. So for me, it starts with the people.
With the people.
Youth.
The people have to come together.
Come together, absolutely.
Speak. It starts with the people.
Yeah, you gotta absolutely take powers into your own hands. Like, bump that. Like,
Jinx,
we're not gonna let foreigners, the Chinese, come and exploit all of our minerals, and they just take those minerals to China to refine them. Let's build a refinery right here in Congo.
Period.
That's not gonna happen.
Say that again, though.
Absolutely.
They're taking the minerals, raw materials, taking them to China to refine them, coming back on the continent and reselling it to the people.
Absolutely. That's something that gotta stop.
That's crazy.
That has to stop.
And it's
you understand? And the people gotta say, we're not gonna stand for that. If a candidate comes and say, if you're not talking about that, if that's not one of your biggest platform, like what you're running on, like, I don't want to hear anything about you. You understand? Those are the stuff that the people have to mandate. Like, you have to stand up and say, this is what you want for your country.
Period.
You understand? Like, if a president is coming, if China want to come in, fine. For every one kilo of coltan you exploit, you got to build 10 kilometers of roads. Bottom line, like, what's up? You take it or leave it. A new young president who comes in, every single agreement that was bad for the country, we're going to eliminate them. You don't have to renegotiate with us. Let's renegotiate these old bad agreements that those greedy politicians made. Let's renegotiate those and let's make them benefit the people. Let's make them benefit, the whole country as a whole. You understand? So that's like that's what I see for Congo. I've been to Congo many times, and they call me Mwanamboka over there. Like, I am a Congolese child. Like, I am. Congo is a beautiful country. It's vibrant. Like, I mean, man, I encourage everybody to take a trip to Congo.
The food, oh my God.
The food is phenomenal. The culture is live. Like, the dances, the song, music, everything about Congo.
The lounges.
Congo is the heartbeat of the world, man.
It is the heartbeat of the world.
I'm dead serious.
It is the heartbeat of the world.
I visited I've been to over like 10 or 11 countries in Africa now. And Congo remains my favorite countries in Africa. Not that Congo is the most beautiful country that I visited in Africa, but there's a special connection, man. When you go to Congo, it feels like, like this is where life begins. This is where it feel like, this is where, you need to be. That's just bottom line. I feel like that all throughout Africa, but in Congo, man, there's a special connection. There's a special connection in Congo, man. And I think it's essential. Like I said, I don't care if you don't know African politics or you're not into politics of any source. You need to pay attention to this subject. Without Congo, the world cannot exist. The world will not survive without Congo.
Period.
Bottom line. And if we can make it even broader, without Africa, the world will not survive. Like the rest of the world.
Agreed.
Like Africa is the only continent that has everything that it needs to survive.
Everything. There's no other continent that exists that has everything that it needs to survive. Every other continent sources most of their raw materials and raw ingredients and everything from Africa to be able to survive. Africa is the beginning and the end of life. Period, point blank.
So, and like I said, this situation, it gets me upset because of how silent it is
It's
around
so
the world.
silent.
You understand? So I think people need to know about this. People need to understand what's happening on the ground in Congo. We had an opportunity to go to Goma. We haven't been on that side of Congo where all these things are happening. I think, it's very dangerous there. We were gonna go. There was a general in Congo who was gonna take us to Goma just right the day before we went. I believe his contact on the ground and who he was talking to ended up getting killed.
And we were supposed to go the next day. Because we were going to distribute the noir sanitary pads to the children and the women and so forth, young girls and young women over in Goma. So it was something that we really, really wanted to do, and our contact was going to take us there, and our contact's
The
contact
day before we get there,
got killed
Got
because
killed.
they're just killing and killing. Like every single day, those people do not know if they're going to survive another hour.
Yeah.
And nobody is talking about this. And the worst part about it is that even as we were in Kinshasa, it was kind of silent.
Yes.
Kind of silent. Like it was too silent. Like this is happening
The last time we went, the people were talking about it more.
a little bit more, but it's not enough. Just like you're saying, the people have to come together and the people have to stand up and the people need to speak up. Voices cannot be heard.
That's a bad
in
job on the
silence.
government.
Well, no, it's a bad job on the government, but just like you said, is it really all the government's fault and responsibility?
Well,
just like you said, the people.
Well, no, within the country itself, like Kinshasa,
Mm-hmm.
the people in Goma knows they live it every day. The people in Kivu, South Kivu, North Kivu, they live it every day. But yet, people in Kinshasa, the fact that they're not living it every day,
It's not
it's not talked about.
not talked about it. It's not highlighted.
Yeah.
It's not pressing even.
No.
It's not even pressing
Oh.
to like do something about it because, well, we're not there. But this is how foreigners and colonizers, right, train the people to be and the people to think. This is a colonizer issue. This is how they train them to be, is like fight amongst each other, don't come together, and just let us steal whatever and take whatever we want to take, and then we'll give you what we feel like giving you from it.
Yeah.
And the people are just accepting that as they sit there hungry. Some salaries at $200 per month, while some are
$33 million per month.
$33 million per month.
It's
That's
the disparity
crazy.
is humongous.
The disparity is surreal.
Yeah.
Surreal.
Yeah.
There's so much to talk about.
It is so much to talk about, man. Hey, listen, once again, you watching Bosses in Love, baby.
Bosses in Love.
If you notice anything different on our set, you probably wondering
Where are they?
where we are. You probably saying, man, have they, built the studio, or I'm not sure what you're thinking about, but we are at a very, very, very a place that's, what's the expression, dear and hard or whatever.
Home.
It's
Home to our hearts?
Yeah, it is home to our heart, definitely. We are inside the living room. This place is called the living room, inside of Cut Creators Salon Suites. Good friend Omar owns this, and actually we're supposed to have an interview with him today. What happened again, Tim?
I'll stay silent on that one. But he's unavailable at the moment.
Unavailable.
So we're gonna be interviewing him on the next one. Interviewing with him on the next one. But just phenomenal place, phenomenal person, phenomenal businessman, and who the hell said black people couldn't work together? Mm-hmm. Black people can come together.
That's the next topic.
But we're gonna call it Black people can't work together. Mm-hmm. So who the hell said black people can't work together?
Yeah. So yeah, that's where we are, man. It's a dope spot. This place is a private by invitation only spot. You got to know people in this town to be able to access this place. You understand? So it's a very, very exciting and cool spot. All right. Check out my man Omar, Cut Creators Salon Suites.
Bosses in Love, baby.
Bosses in Love, baby.
Bosses in Love, baby, where we explore how to navigate from the boardroom to the bedroom and everything in between. That's my line. I just took it.
You forgot it.
I did.
You forgot it.
Forget it. I did. Well,
yes.
So until the next one, stay gorgeous, stay beautiful, and don't let anybody ever put you in life.
Mm-hmm. Remember, this episode is brought to you by Zoo Fire and Run with Curl Salon Suites and Cut Creators.
That's right, baby. Mwah. Cheers.
Bosses in Love, baby.
And we're out. Cut. Who's cutting?
Deuces.
Who's cutting? Where's the cutter? When I say cut, it should be cut. Cut. Where's the cutter?
Not happening.
Cutter. Oh.
Alrighty.
Well.